morning. It's Mother's Day 2020.
Oh, it's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock. Sorry. Good afternoon. Hi.
I'm Joe.
I'm Deb.
And we have been cooking for a long time, but never on camera, so we decided to do that.
And we have taken on a lamb shank recipe, roasted lamb shank recipe that we are borrowing for the day from Jamie Oliver.
So you know, any recipe you see us doing is probably sextupled, so feel free to pare it down for yourself. But we're gonna get started.
Yeah,
right
because
here.
it's late and
Yeah, because
it's gonna take a while.
we got some cooking to do.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let me. Okay.
And we have drinking to do.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're gonna do is we have 550 milliliters of apple juice, and to that we're adding some dried chilies. You could use whatever dried chilies you want. You don't know what you have here.
Those are what are those things called?
Right.
No, what are those things called?
I don't know, but they're going in here.
Well, what are those?
I don't
What
know.
are they called? You know, I can never say it.
Doesn't it look
Chipotle.
like Bobby Flay?
Chipotle.
Is it just me, or can your parents not say the word Chipotle?
I can't say the word.
And then a bunch of raisins.
Yeah.
Handful, maybe more.
More.
I like these, so I'm gonna do more.
Save those so we can eat some.
While this overflows.
Yep.
Great.
It's apple juice, so fix it.
Look at delicious. All right, so then we're just gonna let this hang out and let
Oh dear. dear.
liquid do its thing.
So we have here only 6 lamb shanks. However, we have one.
So the first thing you want to do, you get these at your local butcher, but if you're like me, you don't have a local butcher. So you can find them a lot of times at nicer meat counters at regular grocery stores. Or if you live up in Washington Heights, I'm sure your bodega has this along with any other cuts of meat that your white friends don't normally cook.
Here's the other 2. We have 7 because we're 7 people. And of course, everyone must have a shank. So don't be stingy about it. If you have 7 people, there are 7 shanks. These have been dried. We're gonna salt and pepper them. The reason you have to dry them is if you don't and they're wet or damp and you put them in the oven, because we're gonna roast them a bit at 550, then, and oil, thank you, then they're just gonna steam. And we don't want steamed meat. We want roasted dark brown meat. So, Joe, these are all dried up, right?
They're all dry.
All right, let's get them off the paper. Make sure there's no paper when you put it in the oven or you start a fire, which we've done many times.
We have.
Well, the smoke detector thing goes off. We don't want to. Hang on, let me get my other one in here. Oh, I hope it fits on this tray.
Take your time.
I don't think we calculated this right.
We have bigger trays.
Just put us on pause for 1 sec. Okay,
Great.
I'm back.
That was awesome.
All right, here we go. Oh, I hope we have enough.
Enough meat?
Yeah.
Or space? I just doubt we have too little.
Get the,
Not good at puzzles. Both sides, all sides, 3 dimensions, all axes, nice and seasoned, because that's flavor. That's flavor, that's what we want. Food is not just games, it's also flavor. Might as well enjoy it. I know we're all doing games right now.
Aren't we?
Aren't we?
Oh my God, with the gym closed.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
like going,
So that's
but
salt.
I did go.
Now, some pepper.
Pepper.
Here, because I'm a little meaty.
How come you get syringe chin?
Because I am not the official meat rubber.
This is fun.
Pepper.
No pepper. No paper. Make sure there's no paper. Some paper towel.
Why is there paper towel?
So once again, I'm.
Why are you washing your hands again?
Oh, I gotta rub that in too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Get in there, mommy.
no.
Mommy.
Got it. Ready?
So now we're gonna throw them in the oven. It's as high as we can, which for us is 550.
Oh, that's hot.
And we're just gonna let them go for about 20 minutes. Just get them nice and brown. So while we're doing that, we'll do everything else. Okay, so now we're gonna cut some onions. Cutting onions. Ew.
It's okay.
So Ma, you want to tell people about rotted vegetables?
Yeah, a little spot that's a little, what do you call it?
Rotten?
Wonky. Just take it off and eat what you can. Don't waste any food.
There's I think what she's trying to say is there is very little need to waste fresh produce. You know, you should really try and figure out how much you're going to need for the amount of people you're feeding and for how often you are going to go shopping. Woo, this onion!
Aw, Joe. It's starting to hurt my eyes now.
Yeah, it's really potent.
I may have to step away.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
You're gonna leave. Can you at least get us a drink?
What would you like?
I don't know. What do we have?
I don't know. What time is it?
I don't know. It's Mother's Day. Shouldn't we have white wine? That's kind of your thing.
Okay, let's do some.
No,
There's not a lot here. There's only a half a
There's plenty.
So, I'm not following the recipe because I don't see where it says there's a little oil in the pan, but I'm gonna. Oh, it's the lug of olive oil.
Glug. What is this lug?
It says lug. L-U-G.
It says glug.
It's an L.
Where?
Right here. Lug. Oh, lug. L-U-G.
Oh,
Give me.
I'm wrong. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I need a lug of olive oil.
Sure. Every time. These are hot red bird chilies.
Maybe I should.
They are very spicy.
Give me one.
Nobody in this family likes anything spicy, but we're gonna add them because we're here to broaden some horizons. And also, if you take the veins and the seeds out of any pepper, that is where most of the heat comes from a chemical called capsaicin. So by removing that, you remove a lot of that heat. Bay leaves, rosemary in the pot. So you just want to mix this in. Again, this is salt, paprika, onions, garlic, bay leaves, rosemary. And we're just going to cook it down until it's translucent. In general, this is how you start basically everything. Onions, garlic, salt, pepper. And go from there, especially in Italian cooking, which is this Italian?
Oh.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna dump, this is our dried chilies, our apple juice, and our golden raisins that we are going to blitz up here to make a paste, essentially. So we're just gonna give this a zippity doo-dah and call this off. So that alarm is our shanks, which hopefully are nice and brown.
Don't worry, I got it.
You got it, Mom?
Thank you.
You're so strong. Now we're going to cook in its entirety. So we're going from 550 to 275, really, really low. So while she's doing that, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna add this apple juice and ancho chili. We're gonna add some bourbon for flavor.
Don't measure.
And just a few glugs, you know, whatever you need, and then just some for us. Do we get a glass? Okay, yeah, Dad's here. I know. You can't be 6 feet from each other. We're certainly not going to share out of a giant thing of makers. That would be foolish.
Yeah, germs.
Germs.
Okay.
So we're just going to cook this a little bit. Again.
The Italian.
Wow, what year are those from?
Drink from this side, because I drink from
Yeah, you want me to drink the lead paint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? They go like.
So he knows?
Now the whole thing's gonna get red. This thing's too much.
I
Okay.
guess he did just graduate college. He should know what it tastes like.
He doesn't like it. Oh, you like it? Okay. All right.
All right, so we're just gonna get some of the moisture out of that. Just so everybody knows, cooking is a lot of just removing moisture. I've sort of said that before. You know, people will be like, oh my God, how did you make this? For the most part, all I did was add heat. Really, and put some salt and things on it. you know, we've been cooking forever over an open fire before we could talk, right? So it can be sophisticated, but for the most part, the things we're making, the things you're gonna wanna make, it's just about knowing how much time to put something on heat for.
Yummy.
And how to put the heat on it. Ready, Mom? Mom! Go, Mommy, go!
Okay, careful.
It's heavy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Then we're gonna add some tomatoes. Here they come.
Should we just switch something?
No, I'm not sure. So these are just some
You
canned
put on a
or
special
tinned
outfit?
for you Europeans. Tomatoes, plum tomatoes. We're just gonna give them a squeeze.
Push 'em.
And get the juices out, break them down a bit.
Spread the color.
Spread the color, spread the wealth,
Yeah,
spread the good word.
Oh.
It is Sunday after all.
it is Sunday. Oh, here we are.
Now, if you don't have a mother to help you zhuzh things around, that's okay. Just take your time. It's very rustic, we'll call it. And you know, you just want everybody to be happy in the pool together.
Yeah.
It's not complicated. It's certainly not fancy.
No.
You just let time do basically all the work. And last, but certainly not
All
least,
over everything.
we need
with your
some
hands.
chicken broth.
Yeah, just with hands. Oh, good gracious.
Great balls of fire.
All right, that looks great. All right,
Now
now
we
what?
gotta cover it.
Oh, boy.
I'm gonna wrap this up, but making sure that it doesn't touch what's inside the pan. And so that way, you are not consuming more aluminum than you have to.
Pop it in the oven.
And now, it should be 2.5 to 3 hours. We're pretty tightly packed. It might be a little more, but we'll get back to you. Stay tuned.
Hi, and welcome back.
Well, back.
What we like to do here is we like to smash our garlic, smash our garlic.
Smash our garlic.
Now, I'll do this because Joe's just standing here looking pretty. Anyway, look, it comes right off. I like to cut the end off. So I don't know if we need all this. Let's just do it because we like a lot of garlic here. What's cool when you smash it is you really don't have to chop it or slice it. You just smash it.
We're also boiling some potatoes to make mashed potatoes. We'll talk you through that in a second.
It'll start to sizzle soon. All right, so that's going to be for the chicory. See it?
How do you know what chicory is?
It's kind of like a lettuce. It's bitter,
Yeah, it's sort of like a hearty arugula.
but delicious. You can't stop and wait for one thing to cook. So peel your potato, and we cut it in our hands dangerously like this into abstract sized pieces because it cooks evenly this way.
Did you just say it cooks evenly that way?
Yeah. And yeah.
So it doesn't cook evenly if all the pieces are a different size. But it will cook just fine.
Just fine.
We don't recommend doing at all what
I
she's
meant
doing.
that this cooks down. So we have a lot. We always have a lot. So we're just going to put it in there. We're going to just add a little salt. Don't be frightened. It's not hot. We'll cook that down, and we'll waste all your time. And we're going to keep cooking it down. We're going to add more. We're going to add some salt. Cook it down, and we'll come back and show you what that looks like in just a few minutes.
It's done. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go there. Get a little dribble, drabble. Lay it across. Thank you. Nice greens.
Chicory.
There it is.
Oh, wait.
Enjoy that. That's our show. That's it. Now we're going to eat it, and you're not. We'll let you know how it goes. Thank you.
Oh,
Mom, say goodbye.
happy Mother's Day.